Contact dermatitis can be a little bit of a mystery because people come in contact with so much throughout their daily lives. Contact dermatitis is a delayed hypersensitivity reaction to an allergen that we're coming in contact with, generally on a daily basis. There's acute and chronic contact dermatitis. Acute contact dermatitis can be an isolated incident, small rash, a little blistering of the skin, treated with a topical cortisone. It may never happen again to that patient if they never come in contact with that particular allergen again. Chronic contact dermatitis, on the other hand, is chronic irritation of the skin from the allergen. Results in lichenification of the skin, thickening of the skin, sometimes scaling. Can really start to affect people's daily lives and their activities. Essentially, when you come in contact with something, you may not necessarily have a reaction that day. However, a cascade occurs in the body to sensitize to that specific allergen. And later, when you come in contact with that allergen, then you may exhibit symptoms. Contact dermatitis and certain rashes on the skin can mimic one another. It could be a multitude of things. So it's important to have your dermatologist take a look to see the clinical symptoms and see what, if biopsy is appropriate or a patch test is appropriate to determine the problem. Patch testing consists of placing lots of allergens on the back, generally on a Monday. 48 hours later, the patches are removed. At this point, you may see irritant dermatitis, but you won't see a true allergic reaction. On Friday, the final reading is done for the patch test, and at that point, we determine exactly what they're allergic to, whether it be a metal, a fragrance, a combination of them, plants, or shoe material, and we place these in a database that gives us a list of all the products that a patient is allowed to use that don't contain these allergens. If someone has an eruption on the skin of any type, a redness, blistering, thickening, scaling of the skin, it's important to have your dermatologist take a look to examine the clinical symptoms and see what test and treatment might be appropriate for them.